Welcome back to the Skeptic of Physicians live on New Reality TV, broadcasting to you live from the SpiritFest USA in Virginia Beach. We're at the Wyndham Virginia Beach Oceanfront. So if you have thought about coming, what are you waiting for? Get in your car.
There's still a few hours left. We're here till 5:30 today.
Yep. And then that's it. Then you'll have lost your opportunity. So this is one of your final warnings. There might be several final warnings, but we're up on the second floor, right? You can access us through the lobby or through the garage. It's easy to get to us. The best thing about you tuning into us right now is because we have a special guest with us. Her name is Tanya Johnson, and we've known her for a bit, and she happens to be one of the people that saw us and came into the show. I'm just going to go with that. So
absolutely. We didn't call it and say, please come.
No, not at all. No. Tanya, we're pleased to have you here. Thanks for coming. You're not a vendor here. You just kind of came in to check out the show. What are your thoughts? What's it feel like?
Yeah, I love it. I love all of the diversity. I love all the practitioners and everything going on, as does my 5-year-old daughter. And as someone who is an energy practitioner, but not sort of on the scene and in the scene, it's interesting to walk around and just sort of gauge and tune in and feel how the place feels, the people feel, and the practitioners that are here feel.
Right.
And one of the things that we're hearing from a lot of the different vendors and practitioners is that the energy of this particular Spirit Fest is a little different than some of the other conventions. Much more of a sense of community or that kind of home feeling. Are you feeling that as well?
Yeah, for sure. Those big ones. I mean, most of us practitioners are also neurospicy, right? And so some of these that are really large and in really loud places with a lot of bright lights are like really sensory overload. And this is perfect. I love how they've got it split between two different big, larger rooms, but not overwhelming.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then the talks are being held in a separate room as well. But I got to stop in and say, we just got a new T-shirt idea. I got to make a T-shirt. She's neurospicy. I'm neurospicy.
We're wired for the future.
Right. All right. Well, I'm with neurospicy.
As long as the arrow points the right direction.
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Got to keep it friendly here. So, so Tanya, we were talking a little bit earlier today about the differences in energies and feelings in these kinds of shows, where a few years ago, the energies were different in a very specific way. Yeah. Why don't you share that with us?
I feel like when all of this started happening for me and I started seeking answers, I wasn't part of the spiritual community or the vocabulary. Like, it was very foreign to me. And so as I started booking sessions to see what was going on and to really understand it more, it felt a lot more like the practitioner's safe space to operate for a lot of years was in the domain of psychic and mediumship, which is a very small domain, right? Relatively speaking, and what we know and understand now. But there was also a safe way for them to practice those abilities. And most of that way was around validation of whether their abilities were true or not so much about the message that was being given.
Right.
And that's what I've seen really transition.
So it's almost like prove it to me, or let me prove it to you, versus actually giving a message that's going to help you in your life. Right. So then what's the difference now? What do you feel? How is the message different?
Sure. It feels more community driven, where someone's sitting down across from me or I sit down across from a practitioner, and you just have that feeling of we're actually in this together. You're not separate from me with an ability or a message that I don't intrinsically hold in myself. I just need you to help me find it and connect to it.
Got it. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's less the skeptic and more the metaphysician. Wow.
There, he did it. Look, he got it in there.
Yes, I got it in there.
What do you think are some of the energetic blocks that people are facing when they're trying to kind of make this transition over to understanding and being one?
So the blocks are all human blocks. Ego, trauma, pain, suffering, and it really comes down to your mindset and identity. Like those are the human tools. Where do you situate yourself in the belief about yourself? Less than where do you situate yourself in the belief about what else is out there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This could show
hard to do in 10 minutes.
A whole conversation into it. Yeah. All right. But what are you feeling so we should, can you give us a little bit of 30,000 foot view into what you are experiencing, because I know there's a lot coming through you right now. So
Yeah.
when someone who's watching us right now or listening to us right now, give them a sense of who you are and what is coming through you.
Sure. So the Cliff's Notes version is I orient myself in my identity in different places and energy to then communicate it through my human self, just like an actor would with a character that they're developing for a movie. Or you might, if you're going back to the town you grew up in, and you sort of pseudo slip into however you behaved with your parents when you were that age, or you're going to a high school reunion, right? And like you feel yourself going, oh my gosh, I wasn't popular then. How are people going to receive me? And then you're like, wait a second, I'm a grown adult. Like what?
Right.
And so it really, all of those sways in your emotional body or your nervous system or whatever are all indicators, right? They're all like little dots along the way of like, I have control of this. It does not control me.
Right.
And so for me, I spend more of my time now orienting back into human, because it is the most beautiful experience we get to have because it's material.
Right. Do you find it difficult to get yourself back into human after you've touched places that not a lot of people have touched? Is it difficult to rein yourself into this physical world now?
It was for maybe a year and a half, but to me, it equates very similarly to anything that people often get themselves lost in, right? Addiction, like there is this human behavior of escapism, particularly with someone from my human experience background of trauma. But this heartfelt choice of I chose to have this experience. And even though I know all of this now, what do I want to feel in my body, walk around with, have people experience about me and from me? And it is just a returning to what are you carrying in this container and being very intentional about it.
I think one of the hardest things is even getting to that first step, like even introducing yourself to this space that we're in. If you're just someone who has their regular job and something's not right, but they don't really know what or how to function or what to do about it, what would you say is a good something that's like, hello, this is happening, like a warning sign, or not a warning sign, but what's the word I'm thinking of?
An early warning.
Yeah, a little
warning.
ping.
Yeah.
It's going to sound really, really corny, but the fastest way there is making your relationship with yourself the greatest love story you ever experienced.
That's a theme today.
It does seem to, we talked to a couple of people today that have said that we're talking exactly about that, about finding a love affair with yourself. Didn't say it quite like you did, but and I think Brooks, who's having a talk at 3:00 about that specific topic at 3:00. So it's important. And what I find beautiful is how you are choosing to be very present, right? From being out in the ethereal to coming to the 3D world, and you're choosing to be in 3D world, but experiencing it on purpose. Whereas most of us are walking around experiencing it without even paying attention to it, because we take it for granted, because we don't know what a gift it is.
Right. And we don't know anything different.
And we don't know anything
It's
different.
just we're here.
Well, we do, we just don't remember.
Well, but if you don't remember, you can't really know it.
But we all start there.
Yeah.
I was there too, right? And it's been 5 years of really trust building with my nervous system and my brain and all of these different things. And this is safe to experience, and anchoring myself in, I know how to take care of myself. So if you're in 3D, it can start as easily as sitting down and taking notes of looking back on your life and taking notes of all the times you felt a ping and you didn't follow it and things went differently, and locking that ping into your heart. So that's a really good exercise to do if you're still in 3D, because we have all been using these abilities. It's just our awareness of how they actually occur to us that you're relearning.
And I like that. Just like a very obvious, simple, easy way to I guess express that. And this happened to everyone, where like you're driving and you've got your cup of coffee and you like, I probably really shouldn't sit it here because I might turn and spill it, but I'm just going to do it anyways. Like you get that ping, but you do it and jam, there goes the coffee. And then you're all mad.
Right.
But, so this is kind of that, but like on steroids.
Yeah. And I think it might be different for men versus women because the body is wired differently. And so a woman's intuition or a gut feeling. That's it. Those are it.
Right.
And if your nervous system is so scattered, depending on your environment or the environment you grew up in, that you're not even sure you know what that feels like, then doing those lists is a great place to start, because it's the act of sitting there and being present in the exercise that then as you're looking back and you're like, man, I knew that wasn't going to go well. Like, I knew it. And the more of a list you can make, then you can see your patterns, and your body will start trusting that gut feeling or that intuitive pull. And then once it links in and wires in, it can't ever go anywhere, and you won't doubt it again. But some people need the evidence, right? Some people have it the first time you feel it and you're like, yep, I'm never ignoring this again. But I did not. I had to
spill the coffee
over and over and over.
Guilty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I like this because it kind of gives us permission then to do things that other people might think, oh, that's flighty. You know, why are you going, why are you doing that? And it's like, that you're going with your gut, or you're going with your intuition.
Yeah.
And you don't have to explain it to anybody.
Yeah.
I like that.
No.
Yeah.
And some of us are still just walking around blind.
Yeah.
And so we need to do these lists. What I use is my indicator is Waze. So with me, I've always told Karen, never doubt the Waze, right? Just go whatever it's telling you to go, because it's going to, for some reason, there might be traffic ahead or something going on, right? Well, of course, the day that I don't take my own advice and I don't follow Waze, I said, no, this is a better way to go this way. I'm just going to ignore it and go this way. Not 30 seconds later, a rock came and shattered my windshield. So never doubt the Waze.
But was that like a intuition thing? Maybe you would have gotten in an accident because for some reason something told you to go another way and you followed that. So maybe the broken windshield was better than if you would have gone,
I wish it was that
Which
poetic.
way was the way? Was the Waze the Waze or the other way the way?
I think I was just being stubborn and saying, I'm going to go, I know better than Waze. It wasn't like no, I think I should go this way. It's more like, whatever, I'm going to go this way, right?
Gotcha.
It was a bull in a china shop.
Okay.
But the route that you did there is, you already know, follow Waze.
Yeah.
That is your intuitive pull.
Yeah.
So you went against your
did.
intuition.
Exactly. Yeah. I
By
went,
not following
which
it.
I do all the damn time.
Because if you've threaded and wired in that Waze is the way that I know I will always be safe,
Right.
then Waze is the way you will always be safe.
Okay. That's great. That's a great thought. Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. So then if someone needs to wire themselves or whatever, what kind of, how do you recommend someone?
Oh, the biggest myth I would like to shatter is the term belief. You do not have to believe something for it to be so.
Okay.
It can just be, and it is, whether you believe it or not.
Like what?
It sounds super eccentric, right?
It does. Yeah.
I have spent so much time energetically in places that I come back in human and I'm like, no way. And I will make energy prove it to me. And I will make energy validate and give me the context around it. And then it's like, okay, cool. I'm going to put that here because it's a piece of this thing that I'm working on. But I'm not going to spend any human time in going down a rabbit hole of whether I believe this or not, because it is what it is, right?
Wow.
A neurosurgeon does what he does in the way that he does it. And it doesn't matter if I believe it, if I support it, if I think he's doing it right or wrong. He's the expert. So I don't spend energy where I don't need to spend energy. And belief is one of those things.
I feel like she's talking right at me.
I am. Do you see how I just got laser focused?
Anyway. Well, Tanya, it's been wonderful talking to you. Thanks for stopping by the booth. Thanks for coming to the show. I know that we're going to be talking to you a lot in the near future. Keep your ears on Tanya Johnson. You're going to hear a lot about her in the coming months and years. And this will be fun moving forward.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for coming by. Okay, that does it for this segment of the Skeptic Metaphysicians on New Reality TV. If you are interested in coming to the show, we urge you to come on by. We still have a few hours left in the show. We're here to 5:30. So the Wyndham Virginia Beach Oceanfront. See you there. In the meantime, we now return you to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
It's happening.
It's in the air. The time is now.
We're all waking up.
We're waking up.
We're all waking up.
It's all shifting. New vibrations.
It's you.
It's you.
It's me. It's all of us.
Together,
A new time.
a new day.
A new energy.
A new energy.
New reality.
Awaken with us.
Awaken with us.
Awaken with us.
NewRealityTV.com.